It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
Ready, break.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Working with a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Tua. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dive package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
I tell him I do.
Here we go.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Jackson now. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Come on, stay.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Tell him my defense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay, break.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he goes out right around the 39. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 39, Jackson. Throw right side, he's complete to Andrews, his tight end. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson on first down.
Put your hands out.
Slings
What
one,
was
it's
that?
incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive.
Oh, man.
A chance to
What's wrong
exhale
with you?
just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And
now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 77 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Now Jackson on 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
Jackson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their Reds. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Hill to return it.
Oh, it's good.
A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
He was running the other way.
Take this into the end zone.
No awareness.
Touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 18-yard touchdown
No awareness.
run. And they are able to add
Running the
on to
other
their
way.
advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, Mostert. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On the set.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Tua going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Nifty move. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Nick Needham picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Okay, ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
Let's go.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Here's Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
It's fourth down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going for it with Dobbins. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Got it. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory. Bye.